Now, you're right in saying that we do need a big player. It can't be handled. This is not some kumbaya situation where everyone can sit around the table and come to agreement. We need leadership. Even in the form of a body like ILO, there needs to be leadership. Now comes the question, as you already pointed out, who's going to be that leader? And in my eyes, I think India has, in a lot of ways, in the last few weeks, they have dropped the ball in their application. When I was sunk off the coast of Sri Lanka, it was carried out by a US nuclear submarine. If we go by the public commentary, we're going to have to assume that India was not aware of this operation ahead of time. They were not aware of the presence of a US nuclear submarine. And then they stayed silent after this attack that took place within striking distance of India itself. Now, India, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Mauritius, Seychelles, Bangladesh were all part of the Colombo Security Conclave. There is a responsibility by India to have ensured the security of our maritime borders. This attack, while not directed at Sri Lanka, did place Sri Lanka within the theatre of war that is going on in West Asia. And unfortunately, India did not support us there. They stayed silent, the Sri Lankan government in turn stayed silent, and this incident has passed without any comment. So, is it India who is capable of providing leadership? On the surface, you say yes, and they will need to step up. But let's take some recent activity that has taken place in regards to war in West Asia. Surprisingly, Pakistan has stepped forward and tried to mediate some sort of ceasefire. Now, whether Pakistan is going to be successful remains to be seen. But we're still seeing a country who, up till now, was viewed more as a belligerent state on the international stage, trying to mediate a ceasefire and walk back what could potentially become a fairly intense regional war. On the other hand, we have India, who has brushed aside mediation efforts, and I believe the Foreign Minister simply said Pakistan has been doing this since 1981. For me, that's not really the comment you want from a regional leader when there is a war that is impacting us. So we need this leadership, but tough questions by the region need to be directed towards India. Are you all capable of leading us?